Hello, everybody. What's going on? I'm thinking of something. I'm thinking of a man and a book. A book. The book that says I am halfway between knowing the whole secret, starting off as only a little teeny piece, and knowing all the secrets. And you know what happens after that? You see it is 60. You know it's 60-40, right? Well, in this game, it's 160 over 40. 160 over 40 is 4x4. And a 4x4 beats any beta world 2x2. I am that 44 number of space. Did you understand the way I went? 160 over 40, 4 times 40 goes into 164 times. I am the Delta Roger Angle Angel. I am Zimmer Zimzemmel Zowing Zinger. I'm a little confused. Oh, I know it must be my headrest. Ah, yes, the headrest now. Ooh, they see my shape. What are the people going to say? They look into me. Am I the beast? Don't you see my horns sticking up? With the 2 eggs, the 2 diamonds on each side? With the S in between? Oh my God, my bow tie is not the right color. What will my people think of me? My nose! Who am I? All I want is to get forward this message. I am being cut down and cut off everywhere I go because I'm a dummy. I go so fast when I get on, all I want to do is tell you everything I know, that I screw up everything else. So it takes me 10 times as long, but that's okay. I've got the 10 commandments. And every time you run out of the 10, they always give them back to you. Right till the end of life. You get the 10 commandments forever. You can never lose it. And guess what? You just get yourself a wife, and you got another 10 commandments. Now you have yourself some kids. You know what? We'll have all $100 bills. $100 bills? Thunder. Thunder of the babies coming in. Thunder dolls, the dolls, and the birds have bills. So we have dolls of thunder and birds with bills. We have $100 bills, 10 by 10, the world of I. Oh my God, the bird is in the back, and Hamburger Helper has come out to play. Hey, Mr. Hamburger Helper. He's got all kinds of colored teeth, you know, because they don't want us to pick up the vibrations inside our teeth, because it's our teeth that goes right to our jaw. Oh, it's a jawbreaker. Yeah, it's a jawbreaker, hard maker. You know what that song is all about? You're not listening to the ways of life. You're not learning. You didn't learn, or you didn't teach your children. Something is off and something is wrong. The thought adjuster comes in. But he comes in a little bit shiny in the head. So he says, he says, I'm sweating. I sweat. Oh, it gets so hot. Oh, I wake up. And it changed. I am not who I am. I am someone else. Annie Ann. Are we going? The Wizard of Oz. Osborne. Listen to the songs and relate to what you hear. What might be the same. It might be the Opie site. You see, the Opie and the Hopi, the Andy Griffith Show. There was a lot of Oppo sites, right? Out of sites. Oh, wait a second. What's the matter? You never saw anybody eat steak before? Cooked? This piece? Oh, don't worry, 98 degrees inside my belly. That'll do all the cooking it needs. No? We're made up in 98 degrees, no? So I warm it up a little bit. Get it close to 98. That's why it's not scared on the way in, on the way down, and on the way out. Well, it's under a little pressure, you know, so I push a little harder. Pop goes the weasel. Bye! And there it goes. I'm all clean again. All the information passed through me, because whatever you think goes into your system. We haven't developed to learn it yet? Of course we know how to do it. We just don't look in between close enough. We don't like to look in between the cells, the smells of the cells. Al-he-ku what? Al-he-ku Jack? Kojak Alcatraz. The hidden secrets of Alcatraz and why Alcatraz was actually there. You see, I don't believe anything anybody says. At all. I don't care. I'm me. Want to go out for lunch? Okay. You want to have dinner? Okay. I'm a little busy. I'm tired. I respect you. You sat, okay? You sat. I'm eating the stinky meat. And I did that for all of those who stood out on Wall Street, for all of those who really deep down that are coming from the goodness of the one God, okay, and not the half God. That's why all our numbers are all screwed up. Half and more, half and less. You see, God says something, he says, exit. So he says, hold on a second. So he says two things. He says an X and an it. He says the X is an it. Who's it? It's me. Why isn't an it me? Because the IT is the 9th letter, right, and the 20th letter. Christopher, was it Spanish train 209? Train 209 is IT. It. The ferryman, they were just exchanging with the Beta World, what's the guy in the boat? He's taking a chance. He had nothing, these guys had nothing to lose. It was the son of the better God. It was only the God downstairs. The beta machine, the world, the recreation. The recreation is based on whatever you do. Can't you understand? We're all in this thing right now, okay? Now, let's say there's how many, 27 of them? So everyone goes into a category. There's 27 of them, let's say 8 each, 7 each, okay? Meaning 7 countries per each one, times, okay? Follow me? It's 170 countries, divide up all this, it's 7 each, right? 7, 7. So now we got to start getting rid of some of the 7s, you know what I'm saying? Some of the colors have to turn back and go back a different direction. And then as you turn it, it doesn't matter what you do. I did this the other day and I put numbers on it. It was a lot of fun. You know why? Because it told me something different. It was almost like playing boggle. You know, you just turn it a couple times and then flip it over twice. Instead of shaking it up, all you got to do is turn it over the first time and turn it over the second time. Oh, wait a second. Whatever it says up on this side, isn't it supposed to always say 7? Like on the dice? Right? You would have 1 here, so you'd have the 6 here. You'd have the 6 here, and the 1 here, and the 6 here. I never did this yet, but it ends up making a creation of a 5. You ever see the 5? This is the 5, okay? This is 5. But the way 7, 8, 9, okay, I'm going to try and explain to you where 7, 8, 9 is. You know short line railway in Monopoly, right? This is the short line. And the short line, it goes right over here. Something like that, okay? And instead of that, being that, it's a 6. But it's not a 6. In all actuality, it's a 9. Now in 7 eats 9, how does 7 eat 9? Well, normally they just go like this, and he moves them over. That's only one way to eat it, right? But 7 eats 9, right? By breaking them apart and putting them back together. And you got 0. You got love. You put 2 of these together, like the 2 dice cubes, and obviously there's a dice cube in here, and it's out to here, and it's here, and it's here. It creates the love of tennis. So now you know that deal. The other deal, I have something in my throat. You know, I tend to scare myself sometimes. I shouldn't have done what I just did before. Shouldn't have did that, but I did it. I did it. It was positive. Okay? Guys, we got to move my name around. We got to move who I am. We got to scare whoever we have to scare. Okay? And the only way we're scaring them is like this. I got pen, I got paper, I got some incense, and I got some juice. That's all the way I'm scaring them. I don't have to leave my desk. Once everybody knows in the world, we'll start to understand the reality and what the real truth is. How do we really reach our God? What do we really have to do? Hey man, he told you. Just love him and only him and think that he is here because he has given out the message. And the message came in an iron of Steve Jobs. Okay? And it's been around a long time. But because the system might show up in the system, they have to give the people now the system. So now if they get a disease, they can find an excuse for it and put it in the system and lose this with that, always mixing up things in Code de la Ronde or something like that. Why do I mention Code de la Ronde? Because It's the only letter that can actually come out of my mouth, say heaven and archangel and E-world of the O, of the egg, and Côte de l'Aron is like telling me Philadelphia, it's like Rhone, it's in a Greek letter, and it's in France. So, you know, they made a lot of mistakes. Whoever did this, there's a lot of mistakes. And obviously I don't know them all, but guess what? I know what's in between. It's whatever I find. Because it doesn't matter, no one ever looked. No one can look for what I'm looking for because nobody knows, no one's in my head but me and them. I share it with them. They don't treat me good. But that's okay. I have to suffer. I suffer. You know what? I'll get into the game until the game becomes like a glove. And I'm already a secret agent. And I've never left my house. And my tiger hasn't said a word. And the challah is still on the cooking. My shirt is in the back. And I've invited my other friends here. How about my friend? Ho, 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 ho. I'm a banana. But things can turn around in time. Things turn around in time. Things are round in time. Yes, things are weird. Oh, you want to hear something really cool? Google did this. Painted a fence, the kid's holding an apple, okay? He starts to paint Google and he stops. I don't remember in which color. But now they show him on the other side, instead of to this way, they show him to this way. It was just, the way the angle was, you couldn't even see that it was this weird, I couldn't look at it. It was like crooked, but not crooked. Anyways, the kid finished the apple. He bit it up all good all around the thing, and he threw it away. He came into this world, he took a bite out of life, and he painted back that fence, all white again, back in black, right? Back in black? Doesn't anybody know back in black? Come on, guys, it's white. It's white. Back in black means white. Follow the Bible. I don't care what you say. Back in black is white. And then when he says it again, right, the second time, it's black. And it changes all the time. It all depends. If he's white and he says back in black, he's going the other way. He told you a story, all in 2 words, just we misunderstand. Back in black. Okay. Okay, what? What? You didn't say the whole word. I don't understand. The short, the word, long. It's just like this. You want to see what happened on the Titanic? Take a look at this. First of all, can you see the 2? Beta owns that 2. You see what's on there? Those 2 slashes. That's the 11. It's not anything else. It means 11. Okay, it means the spirit angel of God. She's got her own blue round circle, okay, over what's already white, because every key is white. Okay, the background of it is a gray. Okay, everything has a meaning from one end to the other one. You see the 5? The 5 means 569, right? And most of the time you won't say the 5 with 569, and you'll add it up to 15, and it'll say the letter O, which means water. Okay, you see the question mark with 6? Okay, because she doesn't know where she's positioning it, what it's going to be like. Okay, that question, okay, is an X. Well, when it's a question, isn't it an X? What's the question? It's an X. So we have the dot, so it's actually a J. In this world, it means a jack, an upside down jack. It means which world are they working in? They're working in her world. Is you working in my world, or you working in your world? 7 and 7 is 7 up, because there's a 1 up above the other one. 7 and up above the other one. 1 above, 1 below. Okay, temperature's okay. It means 30. 1 above, 1 below. 30 and 34. The 8 is the star key. Okay, and on this one it shows every single direction. And you see what it shows? Number 2. It shows the 2, and it's not in a box. Don't forget, when it's not in a box, okay, it spreads over the color. But the white never loses, because the white is the minus. Okay. Anyways, but while you look at this, okay, look at the way, look between the letters. Look between the letters. Okay? Look between the letters. There's a coded message in between every single letter. DFC, ERT, and in fact, Wirt, okay, was somebody on the Titanic. Okay? Somebody named Wirt. Or his name was 10 Angel Creation Spirit Transfer Diamond FG. That whole section there. QWERT,
that whole thing, because Y goes all over the place, okay, and so does A. A travels all over the place because she, you see where she is in the L row, all to A. She's the only A, okay. I don't think A was the first letter in the alphabet either, okay. I'm not sure, but it could have been the M, because you have to start, you end with an M, and M to W is a 10 position. The 10 commandments starts at that H. It's like a chair, a beta chair to work on. So you'd work the alphabet, you'd go W to the M to W, because they're upside down from each other. Wouldn't that be perfect? And look where they are. One is in the first position, one is next to the queen, and then in the first position, if you understand my drift. The down below W, the up below M, you see, because of the angle, and the Hydro-Quebec next to it, that powers everything. See the way she spreads out? She's the furthest towards the north in the corner. Quebec Hydro. Bell, underneath the grounds of everything. Bell is not only a letter, it's also a number. It means 13. It means creation. So have I been hoaxed for the last year and 6 years thinking that we're going to be helped by this company? Or is Bell just a passage under the ground? Okay, we're tied up. It's tied up. Okay, it's all tied up. Well, we're going to go into overtime. We're already in 2011 and it ends 2014. Automatic game over. Time runs out. The bar closes down. 3 o'clock. The bar is closed. What's the time? 3 o'clock. You have till 3:15 to get out and all the horror stories. So you better get out of that bar before life comes back at you and you wake up from your dream and going, holy crap, I'm only 13. That's going to be pretty weird. Oh my God, I wouldn't be able to handle that. That's insane. No, but I know it's got to be better than that. I know. But I know for me it's got to be worse than that, because I know too much, but I know nothing at all. But that keyboard can tell you about the Morse code that they did with the Titanic while the sealers were on the ice. They don't care for anything. They're pirates. Okay, we heard it on the news. They announced it. They announced too much stuff on the news because I got to hear it all. Okay, I hear, I tell, I share, I tell, I share what I see. I share what I don't see. I share what I read and see in between. It's only oppositions of hypothetical thoughts of creation inside one's mind, being of a delinquent of some sort. Well, that's what they're going to say about me. They're going to say that. Whatever I say, they're going to say. I'll never be able to win with them. Then nothing will change. I'll still be by my computer at the end of my life. I'm going to go up, then I'm going to go down. I'm going to take care of them after. Got to go back up first, see what it's like down there. Get a free passage, right? Isn't that they say? Get a free ride to Reading down Atlantic City. It's also on the Monopoly game. Get a ride on Reading. Pass go, collect $200. Of course, you're going back downstairs to the dungeons, where your horses, they're pissing and pissing. The horses are making penicillin. Tell me about penicillin. 10 sills. What you say, what? A pencil? Now you have a pencil of seal. What is a cillion or a zillion? Where am I going with this? It doesn't matter. I have to munch it up and throw it out at you. We're minds, we all hear different with what I say. What do I say? What you say, what you hear. What you thought I said. Did he say that? You see, now you got to wind it back again. Okay, I can show you. Where is that book of mine? How in the world do I lose a book? Anyways, there's so many things, but the Titanic, the sealers, they used the playing Elvis Presley song. You'll probably hear all the Morse codes in there. Somebody should go out and get, because I'll just have to say anything. If I don't say this now, okay, and somebody doesn't like what I say, they're going to stop me. So it has to be said now, so if I disappear, I know it lives on forever. Number one. Number two, if the people are strong enough and we're close enough to the Holy One, we all go for one, right? What are we going to go halfway? That's the way we've been going all our lives. We can't make a damn decision because you don't know. You know what's good and what's right and what's wrong. We go all. How do we go? Very soft. Many will lead to start, but there's only going to be 2 who will hold the 210 laws, and then 10 of their own to make it 30, and then 10 of the people. That way everything would be fair. from one God to two gods to the two people to all the people, to go back to have a global law for understanding, in which wouldn't be more than a few laws. And we would be probably capable of dividing the islands. And no planes, no trains, no cars, only bicycles to drive upon the land, and you can go to work and do what you want, because the trains and the planes, well, and the gas, well, that just got us all into trouble.